Hello and welcome to my channel. I try to put out little inspirational videos, quick, short ones, just get some movement going through the body. And I did notice one of my popular videos is the one I did on my wrists and hands. So today I was thinking about doing the feet, right? Our hands and our feet do so much for us. And a lot of people struggle with the feet because they do a lot. Again, we got to stand on them all day. There's a lot of little bones and tendons that could really get jarred up. I myself struggle with, I have a hairline fracture, a really old injury in one of my heels, so I do struggle a lot with foot pain, ankle mobility. So I was thinking about creating this video. Again, it's going to be quick, short, just create some movement in the body. So one of my fan favorites is intense toe stretch. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, you're going to get to know. So intense toe stretch, it's in the name. So we'll tuck our toes under. So let's just start off maybe on our hands. Knees do have to say yes to this one. So if we have a little bit more weight in our hands, just get our toes used to that big flexion here. You do want to make sure that all the toes are straight. They're not bunched up anywhere. My toes are very pliable, so they could get really bendy. So making sure those are straight. Again, already this is enough as it is, but if you can, you'll walk your hands up to your knees and then just sit on your heels. So we have that big layer of fascia, so plantar fasciitis. This is really good. That Achilles tendon comes down and attaches here. We're stretching that. Um, Obviously, if you have any toe surgeries like screws or plates, this is probably never going to work for you and never feel good. It's never going to feel good. It's that delicate balance of the hurt so good feeling. And again, when you know, you know. If you need to, pop off, maybe wiggle, wiggle, woo, get a release, and then come back down when you can. Again, hurts so good. There's this delicate balance, and only you know. I could only say it, you could only feel it. Couple more breaths. All right. So again, wiggle, maybe patter those feet. Try to just shake that out, let that go. So again, knees have to say yes, but we'll bring our feet all the way together. So when we sit down, try not to let the feet splay out. Try to keep those heels together, squeezing together. So this would be the opposite stretch. Now we're stretching the tops of our feet up through our shins. So I know some of you are very, very loosey-goosey here. If you would like, lean back, maybe lift the knees to get a deeper stretch. If you're the opposite, maybe we would take the back of your mat, roll it up, or a towel. If that flexion is just too big, so you give yourself a little bit of a lift, that could help. I think a towel probably work the best, and then you would just roll it to wherever you think the height needs to be. But yeah, definitely should be flush. We're working towards getting that flush. And then again, feel, make sure those heels aren't flopping open. Try to keep it straight. Again, knees do have to say yes. If you have a yoga block, maybe that little bit of a lift can help there. So there's options to work with this pose. But again, I like to, again, balance it out. Stretch the front, stretch the back. Wait for the last few breaths again. If you can, deepen that stretch. So I'm back here in Costa Rica. I don't know if you could hear those birds. All right, let's make our way to our hands and our knees. And since we're here, and it always feels good, roll through some cats and cows. Never miss an opportunity for a couple cats and cows in your life. So we'll take the right leg long, tuck the toes, push through that heel, and open up through the calf. So a lot of times when I'm in my massage practice, I'll be massaging people's calves and they're just not aware of how tight those calves can get. And we'll switch left toes, tuck them under, push through that heel, and maybe walk the hands out, deepening that stretch there. All right, from here, let's come on up, downward facing dog. So let's work again on those feet. So on a big in-breath, rise up onto those tippy toes, and then exhale, let those heels sink down. Let's do that a few times. Deep breath in. So in your downward facing dog, your heels never go flat. So you never shorten your stance and flatten your heels. Your heels are always reaching towards the mat. And the next time you're on those tippy toes, let's find that walk the dog. So one heel drops down. And switch. And if you've been in one of my Pilates classes and done footwork, this is so, so great. Again, we make it slow, we make it exaggerated. Lift a heel, lower a heel, tone and stretch for 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I gotta do one more, even that up. All right, tippy toes and walk toward your hands. Let's stay in our fold here, just hang. Feel the 4 corners of your feet. So your big toe knuckle, your pinky toe knuckle, and the 2 corners of your heels. And just hang. Soft knees if you need. And then start a little sway. Forward and back. Forward and back. Kind of feel the weight when it shifts into those feet. And you're probably going to feel somewhere in the middle is where you're going to really deepen that stretch in the hamstrings. Push those heels down. So energetically reach those heels down into the mat. And then let's take that exhalation and roll ourselves up. This is called rag doll roll. Push those feet down to lift yourself up. All right, so for our feet, keep the balls of the feet down, but lift your toes. Try to spread your toes as wide as you can, and then push those toes down. So if you look down, your toes are pretty far apart. They're as far apart as you can get them. We're going to bring our arms out to the side. And like we did earlier, just a little sway into the toes, into the heels. But keep your feet flat. Don't let those heels or toes lift. Flat feet here. Now the next time you rock back, lift, spread your toes more, lean forward, lift your heels. Rock back, Lift, spread your toes. Lean forward, rise those heels. We could add a second challenge. The next time those heels come up, the arms can rise up. So working on that ankle strength here, as well as core, right? Everything happens from the core. And then notice when you're rising the heels, don't look, but notice. Are the arches turning in any funky way? The left is doing something that the right is not doing. The big toe is lifting in an odd way. When you come down, is it fluid? Are the feet staying parallel? Super important. Don't let those feet do anything wonky. Don't let them turn out. All right, so we got our feet and our ankles nice and warm. Now this is where it gets funky. I myself have not mastered this. Again, let's lift our toes. So the balls of the feet stay down, your knuckles stay down. Spread your toes down, and then just push your big toe down. And then the next toe, and then the next toe, and then the next toe, and your pinky toe. And then lift your toes up. And then let's work from the outside in. Pinky toe, next toe, next toe, next toe, big toe. Lift, spread, 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 spread. Big toe, pinky toe. Again, this is super awkward, super weird. I try not to look, but I want to. But feel, right? Proprioception, what is happening in the body, and can you get it to happen without looking? How about toes down, but big toe up, and then switch. Big toe down, toes up. Like my fingers are trying to get active in this. Super hard, super awkward. Big toe up, big toe down, switch. So again, we're kind of just working through those feet, getting everything to kind of move independently. All right, shake it out, roll. All right, like I said, that was gonna be super quick, super easy today. Hopefully that felt good in the feet. I've never really been a fan of it, but I am starting to be a fan of walking more barefoot. I just have tender feet, so it's always been hard for me. I have been noticing lately that shoes have been getting thicker and thicker soles. And I ended up getting a pair recently, and I'm not sold on the thicker soles. So just in my opinion, I think the thinner the soles, the more the feet get to move. Again, it's all about movement, mobility. And like they say, we were raised to move and not wear shoes. So maybe something to think about. I did hear a TED Talk lady talking about it, and she's like, not every pair has to be those thin soles. Like, wear them once a week. Have everything cycling in and out. All right. So again, happy feet, happy life. Hopefully you have.